Hey guys, today I want to talk about the recent changes introduced by the latest update in Apex Legends. I'm only going to focus on the changes to Wraith, Octane and the Ziplines in this video. So first let's talk about the Zipline changes and get that out of the way. It's pretty short anyways. So basically, if you remember, we used to be able to do this sort of really interesting climb up ziplines to dodge bullets, and same goes for going down the zip or on any horizontal zip to dodge bullets by jumping and re-grabbing the zipline. So you can't do that anymore. From my testing, you can do 2 re-grabs, so basically be on the zipline 3 times before you can't grab it anymore. So basically you can only grab it 3 times from the moment you're on the ground to the next time you touch the ground. And here I can't grab it anymore, and it's not me failing. I can do it very well normally, and it's just you can't do it anymore. So same goes for the horizontal zips. 3 touches and then you drop to the ground, so you can't spam it as much as before. So there is a cooldown. So on a zip horizontal, you can jump every once in a while and still be fine, like this. And you can keep going like this. And at some point you will drop, because the cooldown increases every time. So yeah, depending on the length of the zip and how much you jump, you might drop to the ground, so you need to get used to that. Otherwise, if you really spam it as fast as possible, it's 3 touches like for the vertical zip, and you will drop. So in a tense situation, if you're running away, well, don't take a zip or you're probably going to die. So my thoughts on this is basically I don't really like the change. I'm thinking either doing this to stop players in the pro scene from spamming jumps on the end circles and gain placements like that. You know, when they put a zip on a very small circle, wait for people to kill themselves down below and then drop on them. So okay, that's fair, I guess. And the other reason might be because crossplay is coming, and I think it's probably very difficult for control players to do something like this. And it's not because of lack of skill, but just the way controls work. You need a really high sensitivity to flip around every time and re-grab the zipline. And you're not going to be playing on max sensitivity all the time just for that trick. So I guess that's fair as well. It's just I don't really like the fact that Respawn is simplifying the game mechanics, especially movement, since movement is the most interesting part of Apex in my opinion and of a lot of people. So yeah, I guess it's for the better overall, but I wish it could be different, you know. I'm usually always for more complex mechanics for the games and more to master. I think it's fun, challenging, and especially in a competitive game, it's what we're looking for, you know. So I'm not saying, yeah, if you don't want to do that sort of stuff, go play another game. But I think a lot of people, especially the people who are most dedicated to this game, play this game because they like that competitive aspect of it. So yeah, they're trying to be good to the casual community, which is, to be fair, the largest part of the community. But yeah, I don't think it should be a big deal to leave that sort of stuff in the game. They could have just made it like Wraith's portal for pro play and have it have the Pathfinder ziplines break if they stay outside zone too long. That would have fixed that strategy of just staying up on a zip without taking away the skillful movement of ziplines. So moving on to Wraith, she's had a bunch of changes to her phase, and her portal distance has been reduced. So the portal distance is pretty straightforward. It is a nerf. You're just not going to go as far with it. That's to embrace or to move towards Respawn's aim of making it more of a repositioning tool than an escape tool. Okay, that's fair. That's good, I guess. It's not a huge deal in my opinion. It might also get rid of some cheesy tactics, like we've seen before with portals. Now what is more interesting is the tactical, the phasing ability. So a lot of people say this is a nerf. I actually disagree. I think it might in fact be a buff when used appropriately. So I'm not going to recap all the changes from the patch notes. You can just go and look there. But basically, now you can't just use it at any time if you're feeling in danger and survive. Before you could go in fight, struggle a bit, get shot, get low, press your Q, run away, and be fine. So now you can't do that anymore. You need to be more careful, stay behind some cover. You mess up, oops, I killed him. You mess up a bit, you're getting low. Like, he's close here, so he can't push me. So my cover is only temporary. So now I can use my Q, and it takes longer, but I have cover, and I can go much farther away from the speed and duration increase that I got from the changes. And the cooldown is decreased as well, so now I can do that a lot more often. So I don't think it's necessarily enough. I think it's just a rework and going to have a playstyle changes with Wraith, which I think is good. I like some changes, it's fine. And I think if used appropriately and with a bit of practice, this might actually be stronger than before. So we'll have to see. Maybe I'm wrong. It's very early to say. So a change to the tactical that they didn't point out in the patch notes. Before the patch, when you used your tactical with your weapon out, you were going slower than if you were using a tactical with your weapon holstered. Now that doesn't matter. No matter where your weapon is, if you have it out or holstered, when you Q, you're going to reach the maximum speed of 414 units per second, as you can see in the top left corner. Another thing they didn't mention in patch notes is the fact that at the end of your phase, while still in the phase, you will slow down back to your original speed. So it doesn't start slowing you down once you exit phase, it happens before you exit. So once again, if I press my Q, I'm going to go to 414.
Void running.
As you can see, and now I'm about to slow down, I'm slowing down, you see? I'm going back, and then you get out of phase. So I think it's probably like 3 seconds of increased speed, so like basically the duration we had before the patch, and then the last second is just for slowing down. So that's something to keep in mind, but I think it should be, I think it shouldn't make a difference when climbing.
Going to phase.
So now I'm at full speed, and here, oh, I think it's fine. So during climbing, you'll be fine. So if you use your last second to climb, shouldn't make a difference. Otherwise, you might lose some ground, and people might catch up to you. So about the gun being holstered or not, affecting speed of the Q. The same change has been applied to the portal. So you used to be slower when portaling with your weapon out, and now it's not the case anymore. No matter what you do, you will always reach 364.
Punching a tunnel.
Here you go. And no matter what you do, if you press your Q while in portal, you will reach the maximum of 414, just like when you're queuing without the portal.
Portal placed.
So that's pretty much all I have to say about Wraith. I think it's going to be pretty interesting to see the meta change, but I still think she's most likely going to be one of the highest tier legends and have a really high win rate and kill rate, which they were trying to fix. So I'm thinking we're probably going to have another nerf in the future, probably maybe a cooldown again or something like that. Moving on to Octane then. So now when you queue with Octane, without your weapon in your hand, because that does affect your running speed, just like when sprinting normally, you will reach 420 units per second. So you're just a little bit faster than Wraith during her phase. So you should be able to follow her, catch up to her a little bit and punish her. Now let's get to the more interesting part about Octane, the new jump pad. So you might have tried this already, but basically when you take the jump pad, okay, when you take the jump pad, you get a second jump, and if you try to jump afterwards, you're going to get a little click telling you you can't jump anymore. So just to demonstrate, jump and click with my scroll wheel. You can hear the whole scroll wheel. Yeah, like that. Okay, so first I'm going to show you something very simple, and I think it's it's most definitely a bug. After using your second jump, you can keep using it infinitely if you use it at the right time when hitting the ground. So it's not that useful. You can use it to gain a bit more distance with the jump pad. So let me demonstrate. I'm going to spam my mouse wheel to jump when being close to the ground after my second jump from the jump pad. A bit like bee hopping, except I'm not going to crouch. So one jump, and here I can keep jumping. So probably not much use, but if you do it in a straight line, you can keep the speed, the momentum you got from your initial jump pad, and have a bit more distance to cover. So like this, one jump, and then one like this, and yeah, you get a little farther. After using your double jump, you can redirect your movements, just like you might have seen like your streamer do or whatever, like this. So you can do that in the air after using your double jump, and actually it's probably even better than doing a normal double jump. So let me show you. If I do a normal double jump and try to move to the right on my double jump to change my direction and be a bit more difficult to hit. So normal. It's okay, you know, it works. But if I do the same thing with a redirect, so looking the other way and pressing the right inputs, I go way farther. So thanks for watching. I hope you found any of this interesting or helpful, and have a good day.